Hello everyone, and welcome to my new LP! It's been forever since I've said those words. Because it has been forever since I've said those words. It's been forever since I've recorded anything with live commentary. No! I don't want to enter demo mode! No! Get out of here! We could spoil the level design! Oh no! Yeah, that's just a speedway that's later in the game, so I guess it's no big deal. Anyway, I guess you can see the full animation of what happens on the start screen. You got that, like, ninja Rhinoc. Those guys are called Rhinocs, by the way. With an egg, which is what you're collecting in Spyro, the Year of the Dragon. Because apparently dragons only lay eggs on the Year of the Dragon that corresponds with the Chinese Zodiac. And, of course, the Chinese Zodiac... Now, you can see here that... well, anyway... God, but I can't say anything at all. This is what happens when you go without commentating for several months and then you try to do it again. But anyway, I guess I shouldn't really have an excuse because as you can see from like save files here, I actually had a few failed recordings of this. This one with the 7% and the Spyro icon made me particularly angry because I got I got like 3 episodes done. And then I realized that my computer was not capturing the sound from either the game or my microphone. So that made me really, really angry. So now I'm going to play this game and I'm really, really angry. Grr! So anyway, I guess we can load this. So anyway, an evil plot unfolds. I don't know if you can actually see that because of the black bar. I had a black bar. I don't know if that's going to show up or not. Anyway, you got all the dragons here. They're sleeping. You got some dragon eggs. The big purple one is actually supposed to be Spyro's dad. So this bitch shows up, and she's like, I'm gonna steal all of the eggs because someone told me to. So yeah, I don't know, the plot of this game isn't really very interesting. It's just collecting things. I mean, every Spyro game can be summed up as collecting things, and I mean, like, when it comes down to it, a lot of video games can be summed up as collecting things. DK64 is just collecting things, but I mean, it's still a really fun game, right? Anyway... So I've been really busy with life and the universe and everything in the months that I've gone without recording. Stepping on Hunter's arm like a pro. You are the best sneak thief. Hands to yourself, sneak thief. That's a Skyrim quote for those of you who are curious. I haven't actually played Skyrim in many moons. Many moons. Anyway, I'll shut up and let the actual cutscenes unfold.
We managed to capture the eggs, Your Highness. Every last one.
Excellent. Maybe you will amount to something after all. Now, go guard the tunnels. Stop anyone from coming through.
Snitto Queen! Go, Starmie! Starmie used Surf. It's super effective. Or Psychic, too, I guess. They both get Stab, and they're both super effective. So, yay! A desperate rescue begins. Yes. Oh yeah. Nobody's made any, never mind.
The eggs.
The holes came out on the other side of the Dragon Worlds. We found some of the eggs, but they were too heavy to carry back.
The other side of the world? The Forgotten Worlds.
Dun dun dun.
Spyro, you'll have to go. Nobody else can fit down the holes.
Yeah, come on, let's go!
Yeah, Hunter! Jump in that hole and get stuck. Like a pro. How did he even get stuck, like, past the shoulders?
Find the eggs and bring them back, Spyro. You're our only chance.
You got
Doesn't make any sense. So anyway, you got this, like, Threads of Fate-ass fantasy music playing in the background. Yeah. Like some quality PS1 era, like, music. Anyway, the adventure begins! And they plop you right into the first homeworld here, which is called Sunrise Spring. I guess all of the worlds are themed after, like, times of day. So you have sunrise and midday and evening and then midnight. So that's kind of cool. But anyway, God, when it comes to collecting stuff, this game has so much shit to collect. You have 20,000 gems. I'm pretty sure it's 20,000 at least. And you've got 150 dragon eggs. So this is going to be a pretty long LP. Probably my longest LP yet. I can easily see this being 40 parts. Maybe. I guess it kind of depends on, like, how efficient I am with everything, how much shit some of the minigames give me. Because this game definitely feels a little bit less polished than Spyro 2, even though, like, there's no broken double jump mechanic, which just shattered the difficulty with a sickening crack.
So, you're the one in charge of rescuing the eggs, huh? How sad. Look here, Dragon. If you know what's good for you, you'll turn around and crawl back up that hole you came through. Those eggs belong to us now, and I've hidden them in places you'll never find in 1,000 years. Besides, even if you could find an egg, our expertly trained armies will dispose of you and take it back. Do I make myself clear? If I find you here again, I am going to be very angry. And you won't like me when I'm angry.
Grr, angry. Well, I've already found an egg, and I haven't been disposed of yet, so I think you might just be a little bit wrong. Yeah. So anyway, just to talk a little bit about, like, the format of this game, because Spyro games are nothing if not organized. There are 4 hub worlds. Each of the hub worlds has 5 eggs and 400 gems. And then within each of the hub world, there's several worlds. I mean, like, this is just like Spyro 2 and Spyro 1, right? So 2 of the worlds you can get into right from the start. One of them is right over there, Sunny Villa. The other one we're going to be passing in a second when we get another egg from Hunter, because, spoiler alert, Hunter's hiding eggs from us, just like he was hiding orbs from us in the last game. He's just telling us how to glide here, which we already know. I was really mashing the controller there. I was wondering if you could,
I saw something.
hopefully that's not too obnoxious or anything. What the fuck was that? What the friggity frack? That was just crazy. That was absurd. I wonder if I can do this without making the glide. You're supposed to glide here, but you can actually, like, manipulate the movement engine and get up like that. Which I do, because I'm just such a pro at this game. I'm like, uber pro speedrunner, man. You actually, like, he tells you need to hover to get over here. But if I remember correctly, you actually don't need to hover. You can just, like, charge and glide, so... But hovering is pretty helpful in this game.
Oh, I almost forgot. I found this egg.
Yep, and there's an egg that he's hiding from us. Coltrane. You will see lots of eggs with names related to jazz musicians. Pretty sure that somebody is, like, a fan of jazz. And I didn't even realize that when I was playing this game as a kid, because, I mean, like, seriously, what kid listens to jazz? I don't even really listen to jazz now, and it's just, like, they're just names that I've picked up over my existence of learning things. So, okay. There's this nice little cave over here, and you'll see a lot more power-ups. Like, we've just passed a Superfly power-up, which you need to use to get an egg. We'll be doing that in a minute. Yeah, I mean, like, this game definitely... It has a lot of charm to it. I don't like it quite as much as Spyro 2, but it's still very, very good. Mostly because I just prefer the worlds of Spyro 2 to the worlds of this game. But there's a lot of fun stuff that you do. There's definitely a lot more mini-games. Wow. And as you can see, Spyro actually just head bashed there, which gets into another interesting thing that I wanted to mention about this game, is that Spyro actually retains all of his abilities that you bought from Spyro 2. So he starts the game knowing how to swim and climb ladders and head bash, which is something that Samus Aran should probably pick up when you're playing Metroid games, because, you know, at the start of every Metroid game, Samus loses everything she got from the last one. It's like, are her fingers made of butter or something? I don't actually know. So yeah, there's 2 portals that you can access right at the start. And there's 2 portals that you actually need a certain number of eggs to get to. And this is one of them right here. Like, you can talk to this guy who's just kind of standing outside with the 10 eggs thing.
I'm late for a dinner party at the Tiki Lodge, and the portal to my home just stopped working. Maybe the portal will reactivate after a few more dragons hatch.
Yeah, so you need 10 dragon eggs. Actually, if you really know how this game works and you really know how to break it, which I do, you can get in there without the 10 dragon eggs. And also make sure you head bash this rock here, because there's another dragon egg inside of it. Liam, go rescue your daughter. You know, Liam Neeson, anyone? Get that reference? I haven't actually seen Taken, personally, but I just know that it was popular. It was popular, so I must do it to fit in, right? Sheep, get out of my way, sheep. So, there's one more egg, and it's here at the bottom of the lake. I mean, like, most of the eggs aren't that hard to find. The challenging ones are the mini-game ones. Like, way at the end of the game, in one of the last levels, there's 2 eggs that you get from doing a tank, like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's almost like that old Tanks game, except like a lot more difficult. It's like really easy to die playing that mini game, and it's probably one of the hardest eggs in the game. It's just called Tanks. So, and then there's like other mini games that are hard. Like if you remember my other LPs of Spyro games, you heard me complaining about Yeti boxing, and I'm still not looking forward to Yeti boxing. Yeti boxing isn't even until the 3rd homeworld, and I'm not looking forward to it already because it's that bad. And it's just because it's broken mechanically. So I mean, like, and there aren't too many things in this game that are like that. All of the partners do control a little awkwardly, which is like kind of sucks, but... And that's the other thing, they're partners too. So, in every world you unlock a new partner. Oh, and then there's this too. So there's actually worlds that you can play in this game as Sparks without Spyro, which is kind of interesting. Those are fun, and you'll see what those are about later. But the first thing you want to do in each new hub world is unlock the partner. Because inside of these worlds, there are actually things that you need the partners to do. Like, there will be, like, certain zones that you can't do anything in unless you've got the partner. They'll even be, like, all blocked off. So what we want to do is free the first partner, who's this kangaroo. Her name is Sheila.
Spyro! My, how funny to see you here. Why, I haven't seen you since we defeated Ripto in Avalar.
Me?
Well, my business went into a slump after you left, so I came here and struck up a nice deal with the local sorceress. Lovely woman she is. Seems to be very fond of dragons, too.
Yeah? Yeah? Tell me more about this sorceress, this Nido Queen.
I'm getting paid a fortune to keep Sheila the kangaroo locked up. The pesky animal must have been causing a lot of trouble for that poor sorceress. I suppose I could accidentally let the kangaroo escape if you were to pay me, say, a small fee.
Of course, Moneybags is just being Moneybags. Now, naturally, Sheila's Australian because, you know, kangaroos.
Ah, Spyro, I love your sweet naivete. Your kind-hearted nature might be your downfall someday, but for the time being, it's making me rich.
Yay! So, when you free the partners, you get another little cutscene. This one's called No Hard Feelings.
I hope you appreciate this favor I'm doing in letting you out.
That's good of you, mate. No hard feelings, eh?
Right. After all, I'm just doing my job.
That's gotta hurt.
I reckon you'd be one of them dragons then.
Yeah, name's Spyro.
Never thought I'd see one. You dragons used to rule this entire world, you know. Then all of a sudden you left. Poof.
Dragons used to live here?
Didn't you know? They say it was over 1,000 years ago, I think.
And they just left?
Yeah, and the weird thing is, after they left, all the magic in the world just sort of went with them. I mean, they say this world used to have magic coming out the wazoo. Flying ships, singing forests, wishing stones, you name it. But when the dragons left, it all just dried up.
Is that why some of the portals don't work?
Yeah, they're starting to fade out too, one by one. Well, I gotta get back home and do some damage control. Come visit anytime you like.
Yeah, zoom in on Spyro's face. So to actually get the partners to like show up in the other worlds, like for example, the very first portal we passed, Sunny Villa, has an area that you can only access as Sheila. But for that door to be unlocked, like if you haven't freed Sheila, you'll get a note from the sorceress saying like, "Oh, I have Sheila, ha 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 ha," sighed Nido Queen. And then if you pay Moneybags and free them, but you haven't completed their homeworld, you'll get a note saying like, "Oh, Spyro, I would help you, but I'm really busy in my homeworld." So yeah. Anyway, so the first thing that I like to do is clear out the homeworld and then do the partner world. So next time on Let's Play Spyro 3, we'll go through Sheila's Alp, and I don't know, it's kind of a boring world. I'll think of something to talk about. So, thanks for watching, have a good day, I hope to see you next time, bye.